Hello, my name is Adriana Norris, and I am recording to speak on the dispositions in the classroom setting. What dispositions do you possess that you think will make you a successful teacher? One important disposition that I believe I do have is the respect for the diversity of others. I think there are times as teachers or as educators or just as people where we tend to judge students or children based off of our interactions with them, based off their behaviors, or even just how they present themselves, or even how their parents present themselves. And I believe that lack of judgment in the classroom provides students that opportunity to create their own story. I believe that using their background and their personal interactions of the world could be used as a tool for learning. What disposition do you need to work on before you enter the classroom as a first year teacher? And provide an example of how you plan to uphold these dispositions in the classroom. One disposition that I do believe that I need to work on is fairness, and fairness in the aspect of understanding that every student does not show their level of mastery in the same way. Um, I believe that not holding a student to that same level of expectation as another student um, can kind of benefit the classroom as a whole. And that is something that I need to work on. For an example, if something is taught over a period of time in several different ways and the student still may not understand it, or when it comes to that pen and paper, that student is still unable to really understand or comprehend the content, then maybe I should ask that student to verbally explain their reasoning. And maybe that is how that particular student shows their mastery in that content. How do the dispositions demonstrate your ability to understand other cultures, genders, and learning differences to build stronger relationships with students and families? How do potential bias affect teaching? I believe that all the dispositions go hand in hand in order to provide every student a quality education, and then to ensure their parents that they are receiving a quality education. These dispositions must be considered at all times while working in the educational field to ensure our students are receiving the education that is necessary and the education that they will hopefully eventually love. Biases can greatly impact teaching in a variety of ways. Teaching with biased perspectives prohibits students from learning at their highest potential. How do you anticipate using feedback from your annual performance evaluations, observations, and data on student performance to adjust your dispositions and teaching practices to benefit learning? Being open minded about the feedback through another set of eyes, I believe, can greatly improve my teaching abilities and eventually benefit how my students learn. I plan to use feedback as a formal method of reflection and um, a need for adjustment in areas that may need improvement.